Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. I hope you're having a nice day. I certainly have, and I'm going to try to share with you a little bit why. It's a beautiful day for me because I'm in a beautiful part of nature again, and I'm going to show you soon where I am and show you a little bit of the surroundings here, like you probably used to from me. But if you're new to this channel, then that's what I do. We're going to talk about a topic, and I'm going to take you on my walk whilst we talk more. So, as you get it from the title, it's about how family dynamics can change, and they don't have to break. Far from it. They change, and if you welcome the change, they maybe even deepen and become new and fresh again, and with different new things happening and without being said that sometimes what has been is no longer there. And I'm talking a little bit cryptic here, perhaps, but it's also about. Well, I was a single mother. Well, I'm very happy to be a single mom. I'm very happy with my children. I created a nice family, but I can see the dynamics are changing. And why? Simply because they are growing up, and that's the whole part of it. And you still have to deal with that in a way of still keeping close with each other and keep understanding each other and but the dynamics certainly change and it's so beautiful to see and it can be a beautiful thing. But before I'm going to go more into it with you, I'm going to flip my screen, show you around from where I am at this particular moment, and I hope you enjoy the scenery, the beautiful nature here. And I'm going to talk more on the topic. So I'm going to flip the screen and I hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you're going to walk with me here. Right, so I'm showing you here where I am at the moment, and I hope you catch a little bit of this beautiful vibe from the nature at this particular moment. It's very nice and calm and quiet, and it's almost like walking into a painting. It's on a painting. It's beautiful, and saying that, I want to give you a little hint here because, or a tip rather. I know many of you are watching YouTube on your mobile, but I must say I well, personally, I enjoy my scenery here, and I think the recordings are very nice also to watch on TV if you would like that. But of course, that's up to you, and that's just a little tip I want to give you here. But coming back to the topic about family dynamics, because I believe at some point family dynamics they don't break, they change if you want, if you let them. I mean, of course there are sometimes breakups within families, but that's not what I want to go into now. I want to go into the change of the family dynamics and how can you really still enjoy everything what's happening, because maybe for a long time your roles, your family roles, they feel fixed and they're all set and also when the kids are small you have a certain point of stability hopefully and you know who you are and they know who they are and you know what's expected of you and how things work and you figured it all out and you know how to hold things together. But then slowly but surely things start to shift. Something shifts and you don't always realize it at the moment, but well, if there are children involved, they will make you know, and you can see it on them, and you can feel it on yourself as well. So you know something has to change, and something is changing, and it's a natural thing. And because some conversations with them might be different, and some expectations of each other, they might become a little bit heavier or a little bit unclear even, and it's all normal. It's all part of the growing up and the growing older, and you must remember and give yourself some slack here, because we're not being born and knowing how to be a good parent or anything like that. You just have to go along and do your best and keep your eyes and ears open and your feelings open and your heart open. I think that's another one. But you have to realize at some point that the roles that you played in your family dynamics, that they no longer fit the same way anymore, simply because everybody's growing and everybody's going through change. And let's not even talk about how the world is changing as well. And yes, I believe so that this can feel a little bit unsettling, a lot sometimes even, and a lot of pressure can be popping up here because some other things might be happening as well. So you all have to deal with it while life is going on. And well, you might wonder what I did. Well, why does it feel different now? And why am I more tired by certain things I'm doing or interactions with my kids or with other things? And why do I need more distance or a little bit more space rather than before. And well, that's just what I learned. And again, this is what my channel is about. It's about my personal experiences, my insights that I've gained. I'm 63 years of age now, and well, I always sound proud of it, but I've learned along the way, and this is what my channel is about. I'm sharing this. I'm not standing here in the forest talking to you as a coach or a guru or anything like that. It's just me and sharing my personal insights, and hopefully they resonate to you somewhere along the line, and they might give you a little bit of insight or a sparkle somewhere from things you might be going through yourself or people in your surroundings that are going through it. So what I've learned, as I said, is that family dynamics they change because we all grow. You know, as the children are growing, you are growing. Family around you, sisters, parents, everybody's still growing if you still have those around. Um, and to tell you the truth, your children become adults. You know, adults that's not straight away. It's a process, of course. You know, they're going from the teens, the young adults, and everything. It's a beautiful thing to see them going through that. Well, that's what I believe anyhow. You know, and you as a parent, you also age. I'm sorry to say so. I don't want to depress you today, but you are aging, and the responsibilities they shift as well because I can see my children picking up responsibilities that I used to take upon, and they say, "No, mom, it's okay. It's let me do this now, and you take a break or you do something else or whatever." And it's so beautiful. It's strange a little bit, but it's beautiful. And it's also not just for physical things, but also your emotional awareness of things that changes as well. It deepens. It deepens, and for me as a single mom, I say old coping strategies that I used to have and used to do they don't work anymore because simply they don't have to work anymore because things have changed and children they grew older and became more independent and self-reliant, and that's just a beautiful thing to see. And so what once felt natural can start to feel, well, it doesn't have to feel heavy. For some people it feels heavy. For me it just feels beautiful but a little bit strange. You know, you have to get used to it, and not feeling guilty for it, you know, because you're all right. You're all right. You just see the kids growing up, and that is very all right. You can even pat yourself on the shoulder and say you're doing a great job here, mom, or dad, of course. And so it doesn't really mean something's wrong. Far from it. It just means that the dynamic is simply becoming outdated. And one of the hardest parts of this phase you're going through is realizing that, well, in my opinion, that love doesn't always look the same anymore. But nevertheless, it's still love. And it's really a phase that you don't have to be afraid of, you know, because this closeness may change into something else, but nevertheless there is still closeness. Don't forget that, because you have set the scene already from years back. And availability may change, and because you know they start having their own lives, and that means you can also start having a little bit more of your own space as well. And that's also strange, a strange feeling, but it's definitely a good feeling. You have to go along with that ride as well. And emotional roles, of course, they also change, and not because you or your children or people you're thinking of now, and in this particular instance, are caring less, but you no longer you have to carry what isn't yours anymore. And it can be such a beautiful thing because after all, that's what you want to achieve with in this case with your children. I'm speaking in this case for my children, and you want them to become more self-reliant, and you want to know that they'll be good, strong people who can, you know, persons who can rely on themselves and survive in this. Well, I don't know about you, but I call it sometimes a very crazy world we're in. So you know, it's all maturity that's happening. It's all growing up, and it's all maturity. And don't fear. I don't think you should fear for it, and just welcome it, and just following it up step by step by step. And sometimes it's two step forwards and maybe one step backwards, but all in all it's a beautiful thing you can experience and you can see evolving in front of your eyes. And I'm a person who is all for evolving. I guess that's why I use it in my banner on my YouTube channel here. I do believe in evolve and growing, and then owning what is coming, and what you are becoming and what they are becoming as well. It's just beautiful to see. And so no, you don't need to force old rules anymore to keep them, to survive them. Or um, that's what I told myself. Girl, you don't have to fix everything anymore. Stop doing that, because there's no need for it anymore. And you don't have to be emotional in the middle anymore. You can just be be outspoken sometimes, or withdraw sometimes, and it's all very, very good. There's no problem there. Shouldn't be a problem there. And I think sometimes, the healthiest thing in this situation you can do is allow yourself and your family, your children, just again, once my favorite word, to evolve. And even when it might feel uncomfortable at moments, of course it will be, because you're used to something else for so long, but it's just habitual. That's what it's all. That's all it is. So I can really vouch here that, if your family relationships start to feel different lately, and then, just pause before you're judging it, or before you panic, or before you try to climb onto something or hold on to something. Because I really experience now myself with my three children that the shift is not a loss, but it's a beautiful, beautiful new. It's not even a new beginning; it's a new continuation, a different route, but a new continuation of once you've set the seed for, and once you set the scene for, and one of the seeds you planted in your family life. So I hope you can be at ease and enjoy what's happening in front of you and what's evolving in front of you, and when your family dynamics change, just welcome it, relax in it, go with it, and enjoy still all of things that are happening within your family. So with these words, I hope you. I want to thank you for joining me on my walk here. And I hope somewhere along, as I said, it resonates. If you want to share your insights, or you have new things that you want to say about this, or just confirm, or even don't agree with me, just let me know in the comments. I will certainly read them, and I will comment to them. And after all, every new insight can also be a new learning process for me, for everybody who's reading it. If you want, I'm posting daily on my channel here, and all kinds of topics that many of us are all going through. And well, as I said, I'm posting daily. You can always subscribe to my channel if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. Of course, it's entirely up to you. And in the meantime, I still hope you enjoyed this movie, this video, and my talk here. And I wish you a very nice day. I hope you take care of your family and yourself very much so. And I really hope to see you back in my next video. Bye.